Year of our Lord, 1911. Actually, it was 1917. Lenin and the Bolsheviks rose up in Russia. The Great War was drawing to a close in Europe, and they're going to be and their economic and political stability will be in the trash shooter. But anyway, America was prospering. And also, music was prospering with a little innovation from down south, simply called jazz. Jazz music with swinging rhythms and dance-like appeal, and the unique innovation of improvisation, which allowed players to perform whatever the heck they wanted for a short amount of time and make things up on the spot. Names like Jelly Roll Morton, Buddy Bolden, Duke Ellington, Louis Armstrong, and many others would come. But one thing was for certain: before the year 1917, jazz had never been recorded as a mainstream music. The Columbia Record Company offered cornetist Freddie Keppard the chance to do the first jazz recording, but the paranoid man turned it down, fearing that other cornetists would copy his solo work. Dreadful. However, Columbia Records did have a trial one for recording with a five-man, all-white group from New Orleans called the Original Dixieland Jazz Band. However, that first recording did not exactly go well, and Columbia threw them out. However, they did gain the notice of Columbia Records' rival, Victor Talking Machine, and thus they recorded their first record there instead, with their two main hits, Dixieland Band One Step and Livery Stable Blues, the latter of which involving instruments sounding like farm animals, with trumpet sounding like a horse, and the trombone sounding like a cow, and all that. And the record sold, and the record was a hit. And over, I believe, 50 records were produced by these guys until they broke up in the mid-1920s. What else was there? However, it is most unfortunate that they gained really bad that they were highly criticized. Their music wasn't exactly truly the best. They didn't really do much in the way of improvisation. The only solos they did were short breaks in their music, and their music sounded more boisterously comical, with, in contrast to like blues or ragtime of the other jazz musicians back then. It seemed like they were trying to more appease the audience rather than make good music. And their lead man was Italian cornetist Nick LaRocca, who would always be the band's most #1 supporter, despite his somewhat racist views, in that he believed that his band, and solely then, were the originators in jazz, and that the black musicians down south had no involvement at all in terms of the music's creation, which is regretful to think. And yeah.